So that's a little beautiful melody. I'm trying to see if we can get some atmospheric music going on for ourselves here. This is a song by the name of Kabbalah Melody, performed by the Temple Players. So if you're looking for Kabbalah music, I'm not sure what it is, and I'm not sure if this is pleasant or if it helps. But what we're doing here is we're right here now, we're renaming the night Zohar into the midnight Zohar. And in the midnight Zohar, we're starting on Parshas Pinchas, because that's what's going on here, is Parshas Pinchas. And what we went through is Parshas Pinchas. Pinchas has killed Zimri and Cosby. He's in the midst of the tribe of Shimon. Now the Zohar tells us a Midrashic type secret, and that it is that, and you have to ask the question, what was the problem? There was an Erev Rav, there was a very large group of Gentiles who mixed in with the Jews when we left Egypt. These people were not really Jewish, but they converted, I guess, because of the situation in which they found themselves. And what we have to understand is that the point of the Torah, one of the points of the Torah, is really what we called Shmiras HaBris, guarding the bris. In other words, taking care not to get involved in illicit sexual relationships. And when people come in from the outside into Judaism, the habits that are going on in the Gentile world are really impressed on them to a tremendous extent. So therefore, if there's a tremendous horde of them, and the tests are very, very strong that Hashem is bringing forth to the Jewish people at this time, then they have a tendency to go off the path. Let's see what the Zohar says. Begin the Istamro Yisrochim, because of the Jews held back, they guarded themselves. V'hol Inin Zara Kadisha, and all of the holy seed of our fathers Abraham and Yitzchak and Yaakov, Isbenum Kulo, they were all, let's see what Isbenum means, I missed that one. Here it is, where is it? Isbenum Kulo, Nimna. Okay, so that's the point. Isbenum, it means they were counted, all of them were counted. Because after the plague, then the Jews were counted. And it turned out that not even one of them was lost. And for this reason it's written, and did not eliminate or wipe out the Jewish people. But since the Jews weren't wiped out, there was a plague, then it has to be these other people that were wiped out. So therefore we had this concept that he turned my anger back from the Jews. That is the sons of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. So that's the Jewish people that he turned away from. But the Erev Rav, the Havach of the Erev Rav, Lo Heshiv, they were not considered the same way. He did not return on them. In other words, turn back on them. Heshiv means turn back. So therefore the pasuk notes, and it says, Me'al b'nei Yisrael, that he repented, let's say. He went back on his anger, Me'al b'nei Yisrael. Begin da isbenum b'nei Yisrael. So this is the reason why they're counted, could look on them. So we're going to talk about this later. And the Kodesh Baruch Hu brought us to him. Now let's read what the Matuk says. Let me see if I can get it in here a little bit better so it can be seen. Okay. So still not there. I'll remove this. There we go. Now, still got to move it forward, and now we've got it pretty much one more time, one more move. Okay, so begin the Ismasro Yisroch the fish and Nishbro Yisroch Melihis Arev Be'erev Rav, because the Jews, the sons of Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, did not marry in with the Erev Rav, except for the Shevat Shimon. V'chein kol inan zara kadisha isbenun kulhu, so they were called zera hakodesh nimnuhu kula b'cheshbon, so that all of the zera hakodesh, the kedusha part of the Jewish people, were counted. To say that not even one of them was missing. On this it says, there's a specific reason why he said the Jews were counted. To tell you that the others who were not part of the Jews, they were wiped out. Masha Kosev, and like this is written, Bal the Lamed, so it comes to teach. Ki Rak, that's, we have to read the Aramaic. It's only for the Jewish people that he changed his mind or he turned away from punishment. But when it came to the Erev Rav, Erev Rav lo heshi, there he didn't change his mind. And then he goes, Va'al Kain, Roshim, and B'tzayin, the causes, and therefore we have this pasuk, where it says, Me'al b'nei Yisrael, from above the Jewish people. Davka v'lo ha'erev Rav, that is, that he turned his anger, his wrath away from the Jews, but not the Erev Rav. So therefore the Jews are counted. They're counted in the beginning so that we know how important they are for the history of humanity. Kodesh Baruch Hu drew them in together and joined together with them. And the Matok had Ritzon Lomar Ayidei Shemana Osam, by counting them. Hira Kodesh Baruch Shechem Chelkov and Achalaso, because he was counting what belonged to him, that they were his portion and his inheritance. Now let's just see a little bit more, and we're going to come to a little break where we're going to pick up the Marai Mehemna on the next time. And it says, Gegavda also in the same case, Ba'ovada de Ego, at the Maisa Ego, when they made the golden calf. Dechse v'yipol mina am v'gomer, because it says over there, it talks about all the people, and they fell from the people, etc. In other words, people died as a result of this, of what happened there. Called Inen Me'erev Avchamim. But it wasn't the regular Jews, the Israelites, that were destroyed, but rather the Erev Rav. And also to show that they really did not belong to the Jewish people. So what's written after that? V'yakel Moshe as called Adas b'nei Yisrael, that Moshe gathered together all of the congregation of the Jews, but not the Erev Rav. Now let's see, this is a little bit of Matok Medavashir. So in the case of the building the golden calf, V'yomaku Kushalashas Alfei Ish, that there was like 3,000 people. Haku Kushalashas Alfei Ipohine. Call Elo Koyim in the Erev Rav. Like 3,000 people died that day, and all of them came from the Erev Rav. But once again, the Erev Rav has the tendencies that they learned in Egypt. It's very strong with them. Masha'en came with the Israelites. To show that they weren't part of the Jewish people. What is written after the fact that like there were 3,000 people died there? We're all from the Erev Rav. Shabbat the Lama, that comes to teach you like this. The pasuk is V'yakel Moshe as called Adas b'nei Yisrael. He gathered into a community all of the congregation of the Jews. Shabbat the Lama sheho yisham called Adas b'nei Yisrael b'shleimus, to tell you that the Jews themselves, the Israelites, that were redeemed with Moshe, they were not affected. Not even one of them was missing. And this is Baruch Fleischman. Let's see if we can do just a little bit more of that music. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? I guess it's not here. And so, that's it. This is Baruch Fleischman. This has been the Midnight Zohar at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel.